yada yada, and it's Mardi Gras time.
No kidding.
You know, I actually brought my collection of beads that I've had over the years, and you know, Shelby, I know that you are donned in a very tasteful set of beads. Classic set of beads. You know, she's very particular about the beads that she would wear. So, Shelby, I'm so glad you could join me this evening. How are you doing?
I'm doing great. I'm doing wonderful.
Now, so I know you've been dying to say something about these beads.
I have, but I don't know if it's television appropriate.
Probably not, so we won't go there.
They're colorful.
They're very colorful. We love that. They're very colorful. Okay, now tell me about this wine that you brought.
This is something new. Never tasted it until this moment.
Really? Until this moment?
Yes. So
Me
let's
or
do
you
it.
or both?
Both.
Both? You've never tasted this one either?
New wine.
What is it?
It is called Tangle Rose Backyard Red. And it's now, look, I have suitable notes tonight.
You actually have real notes tonight.
Yes, ignore the glasses, please. This is a blend. It is Sonoma Valley, and you give it a smell.
I can smell. It smells like.
And look, it's sort of a cherry red instead of the real dark.
Yeah, and I smelled kind of a cherry. Does that
They talk about Bing cherries and strawberry jam, and it's a mix of.
Hey, that's nice. I like that.
That's light.
You can come back.
See how I come here all the time? It's the wine, it's not me. Good for grilling.
Good for grilling.
They say anything grilled, and it's a blend of Sangiovese, Italian, Sangiovese, and Primitivo, which translates to Red Zinfandel.
Oh, okay.
So
we had a red Zin last week.
Exactly, and that's a very powerful wine, and then the Sangiovese gives it a more silky texture, so it's a nice blend.
Like this.
And it's sort of like Italy style in Sonoma County, actually, not Valley, but so it's sort of a California wine with a very strong Italian influx. Yes.
Very nice.
Yes, I think it's going to be
so much from you.
I think it's going to be a winner at the. It's going to be good for starters, people that are just starting out with the red wines, and then people that have a more mature palate and are looking for another grilling option to a red Zin.
You know, now last week when you came on, we were talking about the Valentine's extravaganza.
Oh yes, I came out with it's a Valentine's gift box.
A Valentine's gift box.
It's still sitting there in my house, and I draw on the 10th. So everybody's tickets are in, and we'll see who gets that. So
now Valentine's Day is coming up.
Yes.
So do you have any plans for Valentine's?
Well, my husband and I's anniversary is actually on the 13th.
Really?
So that's why no wine tastings on that weekend, because he's threatened me. But that's okay. I'd rather be with him. But that's why I'm going to just drag Valentine's out until the end of the month.
Okay.
So I am, amongst the regular tastings, I am also offering red wine and chocolate.
Wonderful.
So we can do it in fondue style, or we can just sample all kinds of different chocolates with the different wines.
Very nice.
Yes, we're actually pairing different chocolates with it. So anybody that wants to go there, call me. I have 3 dates left in February, towards the end of the month. And we can do that sort of wine tasting, or we can do the traditional
now,
wine.
If people haven't tuned in before and have heard you and have heard us talk, Shelby is an independent wine consultant, and she will go to your home and do wine tastings. And she's actually very entertaining. Anyway, you can have a lot of fun and drink wine and learn about wine.
I feel a little guilty getting paid for it, but not enough to turn it down. I had a great job.
Very good. Now, listen, I had to mention something. I was watching the Grammys last night.
Oh, I didn't get to see them all.
I can't believe you did not watch the Grammys last night.
I know.
Gosh, I mean, I watched Beyonce. I love Beyonce. But she was angry last night. She was Sasha Fierce, something fierce, Sasha.
Oh, really? Oh, that's her alternate.
Oh, yeah, that's her alternate ego.
Alter ego.
Jay-Z must have been doing something bad, because she came out there and she was singing this, if I were a boy, she sings a song.
Oh, yes, yes,
and then she starts getting really fierce with it, and then she brings out this Alanis Morissette.
Oh, yeah.
Movie, not movie, but song. That was one of these songs that's like, You Hate Men song. It's one of these I hate. And so she mixed that with the If I Was a Boy, and it was like, oh my, I can't believe she's doing this. She's stomping around.
What was she wearing? Was she wearing a real out there get up?
No, she wasn't. She wasn't wearing much at all, actually.
The
way the show goes. but everything stayed together real well.
That.
It was amazing. I kept thinking, boy, he must be in the dog house. He did something really bad because she is mad.
Maybe so.
But
She's
she was
excellent,
so
though.
talented. Oh, such
Now,
a talented
is she the one that won all the awards? Because I heard this morning,
Yeah.
I tuned in to the radio and it said something about sweeps up with da-da-da, and I'm like, who?
Well,
Who was it?
Beyonce won a bunch, you know, of course, and you know, Taylor Swift won a bunch, of course, and
What about the Gaga Haga? What was
Lady Gaga, ha ha, Lady Gaga, ha ha.
Until I'm right up to date with all
You just really have to be there, Lady ha ha.
the blonde lady with the Gaga name.
Oh well, I think that she did not win any fashion awards last night, but she
has some
definitely,
strange fashion.
you know, she just tries to be art, you know, and people interpret art differently, and
That's true.
and you know, she's very creative. There's no doubt.
Yeah,
that
she
woman
does
is
a really good
extremely
job
creative.
performing and
And
stuff.
she's a little scary, but she's very creative. And then, of course,
me.
Pink was out there too, and Pink was doing this like acrobatic swinging on the
How did I
thing,
miss-
and all
what
this
was I
water
doing
goes
last
everywhere.
night?
It was like if I were in the middle of the Grammys and I were up there and Pink was dripping water all over me, I would not be happy.
So she really got crazy in there.
Actually, she had this elegant, fantastic, beautiful performance. But I just never thought that I would see Pink up in the doing like this trapeze kind of act
Very
thing.
girly.
You know, it was a very Cirque du Soleil kind of thing. But you know, she was very good. I mean,
I wish I'd seen that.
I'm sure it will be on, you know, a rerun.
I meant to
somewhere.
tape it. I had the presentation, the open house yesterday.
Oh, yeah.
And so and it went a little late, of course. And then I just took a big break after
Right.
that, and then didn't tune into anything. Taped my normal shows and
Well,
forgot about it.
you missed quite an extravaganza.
Hopefully they'll
And
show
you know,
bits of it.
Dr. Michael DeMaria, who was nominated for a Native American Grammy,
That's
was
right.
in the audience. And so we're going to have him come back and give us a first-hand impression of Beyonce's anger management program.
Oh, his flutes are beautiful. All that stuff. I remember when we
his
had
music
them on.
is beautiful, and we'll have to have him on and talk about that and about the whole experience being at the Grammys, because
Yeah, I
I
bet that
know
was
it was
cool.
incredible. I mean, just to be there makes you a winner, absolutely, and to be nominated.
Come
so,
such a long way.
yeah. So Shelby,
Yes, ma'am.
are you ready for Mardi Gras?
You know, I need to get Mardi Gras smart.
People gotta see these beads, 'cause these are like
Yeah, this
crazy
is.
beads. I got
How
beads all
did
over
you
the
get
place.
these?
No, I'm not talking about I'm not telling anyone how I got these. We're not doing that. This
Okay, that's the secret. I
is
know.
television.
But look at this. This has like
I know
seahorses.
I've got ones
and-
with seahorses and all kinds of, you know, all kinds of great
Okay, so
beads
what
and
do I
lobsters and
need to
crabs.
go out and do this?
I'm not going to tell you. You have to work that out with your husband.
You know,
So
I
that's
need to. Now, how long does Mardi Gras go? Through
through the month, I think.
Through-
We'll have to ask we have some experts here coming on
through
later, so-
February definitely,
I
and
think
maybe
it is.
part of March.
I know, you know, it's like very early Mardi Gras this year, so it's
Okay.
kind of like you got to get really cranked up early and
Mardi
just let
Gras
it go and have a great time.
tastings.
And Mardi Gras tastings, there you go.
Yeah. Anybody
Something
out there
new and different.
that Mardi Gras and wine seems to go together quite well?
Absolutely, absolutely.
We'll have to work on that.
We will. Well, Shelby, we're going to take a break here for our fabulous sponsors, and cheers.
Salute.
Stay with us.
As women and moms, our families are what's most important to us, and we work hard during our lives to make sure that they are cared and provided for. Hi, my name is Kristen Marks, but you can call me My Pink Lawyer. I work with women just like you to help you plan so that if something happens to you, your family is protected and your kids are raised by the people that you choose.
Order your free guardian and planning reports at mypinklawyer.com today. My Pink Lawyer, protecting what's most important to you, your family.
to Yadda Yadda, and we're getting all beaded up here. But you know, you might remember Mona from last week. And Mona, we kind of ran out of time last week, so we're here and we're going to be talking about natural hair colors, and it's ammonia-free, so it doesn't have any of that stinky stuff in it. So we're very happy about that. Now you've brought some samples of the hair colors. And you're at Cutting Loose Hair Salon,
That's
which is right downtown in Pensacola, right on Palafox.
On Garden Street.
Oh yes, Garden Street. And I've only gone there. I've only known it's been there for like 10 years.
Yes, 11
It has
years.
not moved. It's still there. But anyway, that wine will do amazing things to your geographical, directional, whatever. I'm losing words here. But anyway, Mona. So you know, tell us about this natural hair color. Now, I see that it looks like you have basically every hair color that anyone could ever want.
The only difference between this and the color that has ammonia in it is that there's no ammonia. It is permanent hair color. The most asked question I get is how long does it last?
Right.
Because they just assume that it's a semi-permanent and that it's just going to fade away.
Right.
It's a permanent hair color.
Okay.
And you just have to have it touched up once a month. What grew?
The regrowth. Right. So why didn't people start doing it? Why have we had ammonia in hair color? Why did we even do that? Why did we go there?
That's a good question. But I know this has been around since I learned about it in 1988 at a Boston hair show. And it's been around for that long, and it's great. It's wonderful. You can have every color on here.
So I mean, if you want to, you can be like Lady Haha, and you can do the red or the purple or the green. But
well, these are actually intensifiers. These are corrective color.
Okay.
If someone comes in and they did a box color at home and their hair looks a little green, we take some of this red, which is opposite on the color wheel, and mix it in with a neutral color like they want, and you fix it.
They can fix
20
your
minutes.
hair in 20 minutes. Oh my goodness. Yes, I so many women out there. You know, we all have that moment where we just kind of go crazy and we're like, okay, go to the grocery store and get that box of stuff, and it's nice to know that there are people out there who will fix it for you.
And we have something new now called glazing.
Glazing? What's glazing?
You mix hair color, 1 ounce of hair color, 1 ounce of conditioner, and 1 ounce of 10 volume developer, and you put it on someone who may be like 50% gray and has never colored their hair before, but they don't want to go to work the next day completely brown.
Oh, because people will go, oh, you had your hair done.
Right, it's glazing. It's really good for men or for women who don't want everyone to just know immediately. People think, oh, something's different about her. She looks a little younger, but I can't really pinpoint what it is.
Yeah, you know, there was a politician in town. Now he's out at Santa Rosa Island Authority, Buck Lee. And we always could tell when Buck Lee was going to be running for office because his hair would suddenly get dark. You know, it was like, he's got to be running for office again. You know? Everyone has their little ways of doing it and trying to, you know, look younger or look more refreshed. You know, I certainly do that myself because I had my eyes done a couple weeks ago. It's only been 2 weeks since I had my eyes done, and they're already big and open. And actually, I'm very happy with them. And we'll have to have Dr. Levesque on in a few weeks and talk about that. Let's talk more about this hair color. So what did you bring here? You brought some products.
This is the charcoal lightener. This would take the place of bleach.
Oh.
It has no ammonia in it.
Do you smoke it?
No.
Okay, but it's charcoal. How can charcoal lighten your hair?
Well, it doesn't actually have charcoal in it. They call it charcoal lightener because it's light gray colored.
Oh.
It's kind of silvery when you put it on, the light gray.
Okay.
It takes the place of bleach, and it's a one-process lightener.
Yeah.
You can make brown hair blonde, like baby
with
blonde.
No bleach?
With no bleach and no toners.
That's amazing.
It's a one process, and it smells great, and it doesn't ruin your hair, doesn't make your hair dry.
Wow.
And you still have shiny hair.
I'm so impressed. Now, have you been using this hair color on yourself?
I have for about 10 years now.
Wow. I mean, your hair isn't like fuzzy or fried or anything. And I guess it's because it doesn't have bleach in it and the ammonia.
And all I use for a conditioner is a leave-in conditioner because I really don't need anything heavy.
Now, do you have to use like special shampoos and everything when you use a natural hair color?
You have to use a special conditioner when it's first done. When you do the gray coverage, it's called a Sealer Plus. And you leave it on for 5 minutes, you emulsify. So you get a little scalp massage. You know, it's really not a bad thing. Most people like that part.
Yeah.
And that's what seals the color in.
Wonderful. Okay, so how do people find you?
Call Cut and Loose.
Ask for Mona.
Ask for Mona. It's 469 1400.
Very good.
Almost said the wrong number.
And she's on Garden Street.
Yeah, Garden Street. 102 East Garden Street.
102 East Garden Street. Very good. Well, thank you for coming back on, Mona. It's always a pleasure to have you on. And stay with us. We'll be right back. We're going to have Dana Cervantes in from Cat Country. She's part of the Cat Pack, and she's going to talk to us about her most recent trip to Iraq. So stay with us. We'll be right back.
As women and moms, our families are what's most important to us, and we work hard during our lives to make sure that they are cared and provided for. Hi, my name is Kristen Marks, but you can call me My Pink Lawyer. I work with women just like you to help you plan so that if something happens to you, your family is protected and your kids are raised by the people that you choose.
Order your free guardian and planning reports at mypinklawyer.com today. My Pink Lawyer, protecting what's most important to you, your family.
Welcome back to Yadda Yadda, and I have Dana Cervantes on. Hey, it's so good to see you.
Good to see you. You look so good.
Thank you.
I'm loving the eyes.
Oh, me too. I'm totally loving the eyes. Totally loving
Worth
the eyes. Absolutely worth it. Now, Dana, you have traveled the world. You have won all types of awards. You have so many big plans in your life. Tell us what is going on with you.
Well, I just got back. Well, Thanksgiving was my third trip over to Iraq to deliver letters that the community wrote, and this time we took about 15,000. Last year we took a little over 20,000. We had a lot more time last year, and the year before that we took about 15,000. So, I mean, thank you to everybody who had their kids write letters, and Boy Scouts and Girl Scouts and churches, and took all those over there.
Now, when you take those letters over there, what do you do? Do you just kind of like, okay, here you go? I mean, it's a lot of letters.
I visit all different kind of commands. There's like 5,000 Pensacola trained Marines at the bases that I visited. Yeah, so they've been through here, they have family here, they live here, and they're just gone. So to get like a little piece of Pensacola, very even if it's from a stranger,
it means a lot.
Yeah, the holidays are tough when they're away from their families. But
now, was there anything different this year? I mean, this was your third year going to Iraq, traveling across the world to visit our troops and bring holiday cheer and letters from friends and family and children. Was there anything different this year?
Yeah, it was quiet.
It was quiet.
Which was refreshing, it was quiet.
Now, when you say quiet, does that mean there were boom, 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 no boom, 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 boom?
I think I was told they hadn't even heard a gunshot in like 14 months or something.
Really?
Like that. Yeah, it was great. I mean, it's in some parts, and there's still like when I was in Baghdad. That was I got some pictures, a couple of pictures, but Baghdad is still.
Yeah, kind of. Did they let you off the bases, or did you have to?
Well,
stay on the base?
I traveled from base to base.
Yeah, okay.
And it was so dangerous in Baghdad that we had to try. This time I took Bill Pearson from Channel 3 with me and his camera guy, which was great to have someone else go because the last few years I've been by myself.
Oh my goodness, yes.
So they came so they could, because I was sending video, to Channel 3 the last 2 years on my own, and I'm not a TV girl.
It's hard to do it all yourself.
Yeah, so it was nice to have.
I know you're good, but it's hard to hold the camera,
I know.
It's
like, here I am. So it was nice to have the guys there to do the TV part, but when we traveled from base to base, we actually in Baghdad, had to wear our full-on body armor and travel in a wrapped. It was called an MRAP. It's a wrapped vehicle. It looks kind of like a tank, but not.
A tank, but like in one of those koozies?
Kinda.
It's a tank and a
Yeah,
koozie.
and so that was a little scary because it was like a ghost town. Like you never knew if something was going to pop out. But you know, the first year I went in 2007, you know, I got missile locked on when I was in a helicopter, and then this time it was quiet. So the difference between the 3 years was big. So
Did they tell you that the missile had locked on you before when you were up in the plane, or did you find out when you were back on the ground?
I knew something was going on.
Yeah.
But what happened
Because
was
they were all going, ah!
no, because well, the flares were they were shooting out flares and they were dipping and diving, and I was like, fireworks. But it wasn't fireworks. So yeah,
Wow.
but it's a lot safer. And as a matter of fact, the Marines at Al Assad, which is the air base that I had been at all 3 years, were actually packing up and moving out. And
Really?
I mean,
So is it true? Is it true that they're actually going to leave Iraq? Do you think?
there are. It's
Is it
well,
really-
at least
it's happening, really?
the bases where I was, it's getting pretty scarce. The Army has come in and kind of set up, but on a smaller scale.
Right.
And the Marines have moved on, probably to Afghanistan. You know, it just
interesting.
depends. But and when I was in Kuwait, we had a whole group of people from our own naval hospital there.
Wow, yeah.
That it was nice to visit, and they should be coming home soon. I think should be back like any time now.
Now we have
So-
some photos that we'd like to show of your most recent trip.
Yeah,
Now,
there's
what is
Bill.
this?
That's Bill Pearson
Uh-huh.
and Dan Kettinger. He was the camera guy. I mean, we found this little bunker at the airfield and just
you just
being
thought you'd
silly.
hang out?
Yeah,
Bunker.
I think we were being Charlie's Angels there or something.
Yeah,
but
okay,
yeah,
I can see the resemblance. I can see the resemblance.
that's Bill Pearson. I mean, we hung out with some pilots and watched some maneuvers, some F-18s take off, and that was really fun.
Very cool.
Here's passing out some of the letters at Squadron. All these guys had families at home. A lot of them had kids, and a lot of these letters were written by kids, so they were very excited
how
to see that. Kind of reminded them of their own kids.
Yeah, and there you are.
Oh, yeah.
Defending our country.
Yeah, don't mess with me.
Very good.
Shoot you in the
Dana.
face.
Impressive. Very good.
Yeah. This was the funniest letter. This letter was all stapled up around it from a kid, and it said, I have put something in this letter that belonged to me that I want you to have because you're serving our country. And so I was like, you have to open this, because I had seen it, you know, in the group. So he opened it up, and it was the kid's eraser that he used at school. And it was like all half used. It was so cute. So yeah, that was pretty sweet.
That's so sweet.
Now here's that MRAP that we traveled in into Baghdad. So it seats like 6, and see the guy standing up in front of me. He stands up with his gun and watches everything.
Oh my goodness.
And kind of with this, and then we sat there, and it was all real metal, and it wasn't comfortable.
Yeah. Wow.
This is why we had a hard time getting home. It took us about 5 days to get
Sandstorm?
home. Sandstorm, fog, you name it. We had to deal with it. This was in Baghdad and Slayer, and we got stuck there for a couple of days. But this fog was so thick. Luckily, I had a friend who now lives in Pensacola that was there that I ran into in Baghdad that actually saved us, gave us a place to stay, got us through this fog. His name is Todd. Gotta say a big thank you to Todd. He really helped us out.
Thank you, Todd.
Thank you, Todd.
And there you are.
Here, this is at the hospital.
Away.
Yeah, I not want them to pick me up, but apparently that was
Well,
funny.
they just have that thing about them. Oh, look
I was
at
like,
Dana,
all
look at
right,
her.
if you want to pick
She's
me
so
up.
cute. We have to pick her up. Okay.
But this was our hospital corpsmen that are from NAS hospital that were in Kuwait at the new hospital there. Yeah, they were great.
Wonderful, wonderful. Those are
Yeah.
great photos. Thank you so
Oh,
much for
well.
sharing those with us. Okay, so I have to ask you. You know, with all the news about Haiti,
Yes.
are you going to go to Haiti?
I might go to Haiti just for, a visit.
Yeah, you might.
See what's
you might
going
just
on.
Need to go do that.
I think I will.
I think it's another area that we all certainly want to know
Yeah.
about. Everything that's happening. I mean, we do get some reports back from the media, and there are people from Pensacola who are there helping people. And any insight that you can provide, I think, would be a wonderful.
You
thing
know,
for
if there's
us.
something going on, I want to be there, in it.
Here's
figuring it out.
Dana wants to be there.
In
There's
it.
something she wants to be in it.
That's right. That's right. So-
In the midst. That's what you want to be. Absolutely.
Yeah, I don't know how long I would want to stay, but it'd be nice to go check it out and see.
Absolutely.
I don't think we really know. I don't think we know really what the devastation is over there. I mean, we see it on TV and we hear about it, but I think that's really something you have to see for yourself to really comprehend, because it's awful.
I know. I agree. It is a very confusing time,
Right.
trying to figure out what exactly is going on down there, and if our help is really helping, and what else we need to do. But, something else we have to think about before we close, we have to think about tomorrow. Tomorrow is Groundhog's Day.
Yes.
Yes, it is. And so I want everyone to be prepared, because the groundhog from Puxatawny Phil, who's 123 years old, is going to tell us tomorrow.
How does he live that long?
It's magic. Like leprechauns, you know.
That's one old
Great
groundhog.
plastic surgery. Anyway, Dana, thank you so much
Thanks
for
for the
joining
beads,
us. Absolutely.
too.
We have to give them back. But anyway, we'll see you again next week. More yada yada. Stay with us. Watch it again next week. It's not yada yada without you. Okay, that's good.
Good.
Wonderful.